What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should a like and sub, and let's get into this. The Witcher series of games, the books are a separate thing, but the games aside, the second one and for sure that third one, some of the best games ever. And I don't even think it would be a hot take to say that The Witcher 3, including its DLC, one of the best games of all time, if not certainly in the top five. And the DLC alone, the downloadable content, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, those are easily considered the best DLCs of any game of all time. The quests better than some of the main quests of other full-on games. So when we heard that there was going to be a Witcher video game spinoff, and this was before we realized how corrupted CD Projekt Red had been with ESG. So God help us what this game is actually to be like when it comes out. But we did hear about it, and now we're getting some more information on it. And that's the Witcher multiplayer spinoff game will reportedly feature class-based systems, which isn't surprising. We've heard that this is going to be some sort of co-op where you're going to be playing a Witcher, and it'll be in the past where there's many more, because by the time we get to Witcher 3, there's only a handful of them left. So back in October 2022, CD Projekt Red revealed that it was working on a multiplayer game set in the Witcher universe that was being developed by Molasses Flood. Company announced on X, Sirius is a code name for the game developed by @Molasses Flood, set in the Witcher universe and created with support from CDPR. It will differ from our past productions, offering multiplayer gameplay on top of single-player experience, including a campaign with quests and a story. And yes, this fucking reeks of a games of a service, Suicide Squad type live action where there's a single player and multiplayer. Boy, you just hope you take this with the best interpretation, that even if they might be ESG'd up, they still know how to do gameplay. We'll see. Furthermore, CD Projekt Red CEO Adam Kansky detailed the game will be set in the Witcher universe. Sirius will provide, single player. Okay, it was revealed back in March 2023 that the game was being reevaluated by one of the chief financial officers. I am aware that it's not great to hear from a company that the project is being reevaluated, but at the same time, in order to stay innovative, we must experiment and be brave when we are trying new paths, and to stay in control and keep the right course, especially with a project that is new to us in terms of design, developed by a new studio in our family. We need to keep evaluating the situation as we move along, he added. It's better to cut costs early and even restart if needed than to carry on. Now, that is true. As a result of this approach, we have experienced negative results on our other operating activity due to the impairment related to Project Sirius, which we reported 10 days ago. They also shared that it's very different from their other big productions they're known for. They're to stay competitive, they have to keep looking for new ways to extend the franchise. At the same time, they need to be ready to reevaluate their original concepts, even if the development work is already underway. So that was all then, and it's appearing that they did, in fact, go forward, because now, as reported by Tech for Gamers, a new job description seeking a senior combat designer for the game appears, and it appears to indicate that it will feature a class-based system. Specifically, under the position's responsibility section, it takes implement each character type's combat behavior using techniques such as behavior trees, animation graphics, and blueprints. I'm fine with it having a class system. The description also notes that the senior combat designer will work to make our game's combat fun, satisfying, and scalable from early on, because that's a big issue with the Witcher world. Some areas are just too high level, and you can very easily go into an area you weren't supposed to and just get wrecked, and then you have to come. And yes, it's very satisfying going back when you're higher level and wrecking on them. But if it's a multiplayer, if it's open world, they're going to have to work on what happens if I team up with a level 50 and I'm a level 12. So yeah, I think notably Tamriel, one Tamriel, Elder Scrolls Online did that. Fallout does that, 76. So let's go finish this. The description also notes they're trying to make it fun. It also details the prospective candidate will take on everything from high level pitching enemy and weapon types to the sub-second nitty-gritty, placing flames, damage volumes, damage and hit reaction balancing. I mean, look, this game could be really fun. I would love to hang out and be a 4-player Witcher with other groups to take on crazy-ass monsters and all that. But you know, the more you hear about any new games coming out, the more you just know who's making them and what they feel about us. Spoiler, they hate us. And so the chances of getting anything like really fun combat wise, granted, we didn't hear anything about ethnicities or sexualities or anything like that. So maybe, just maybe, they are focusing on making a good game. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.